feel 100%, man. Good as new. I should probably put those pins back in this time, right?
Yeah.
So we're starting off by pulling out the Y pipe. We're gonna work cat back because not only do we have a new exhaust coming, but we are going to start by putting in our ACT clutch. So we gotta pull the transmission out, so we gotta get this all out of the way. And then we're gonna put in our new Z1 headers and our fast intentions high flow cats. So all this stuff has to come out first. See you later, Tuerck. Got it. Look at that thing, dude. So I thought I noticed some yellow coming through the slave cylinder fork, but yeah, this is a ACT clutch. So one of the benefits of buying a already proven track car. So just gonna zap it off real quick, get a look at it, and this thing might be good to go. Yeah, look at that thing. I think still has some good life on it. Good enough to get kicked a couple more times, so I think we'll just go ahead and throw this back in, save a couple bucks on that budget.
Alright, so we just about finished prepping the street car again for some track action. Replaced the Mishimoto fan, so that's all good. Fresh Valvoline oil, K&N oil filter, and pretty much ready to rock. So we're done here. Chris is busy jamming on his 25K car. He is doing headers. He just got a ton of new parts. So he's gonna be jamming for the rest of the day. And then I am gonna get ready to start stripping the interior on my 25K build car and get that thing ready for cage work.
Saving Tuerck's life. That was yanking airbags out with the battery he put. Are you setting me up, Tuerck? Is this battery gonna explode in my face?
Don't be so dramatic. I always pick the hottest days to do this. You know what I'm saying, dude? Alright guys, that's my way of stripping an interior. I wouldn't say that's the best way because I was just trying to get it done as fast as possible for absolutely no reason. Well, I was thinking about doing a bolt-in cage and I just didn't like what was on the market, just as much of a pain in the ass to install. So might as well just do a real deal cage. But after that, what do we got? We got like tune, just need to order the last piece of the exhaust, seat and harnesses, which are already included in the budget as of now, and steering wheel. Yeah, it's gonna fit. I think it's gonna fit. It kind of has to, so if it's over 25K, y'all can suck it. So I think we just found some steroids. Who's trying to get jacked? It's got an approved sticker of some sort. Biotech. Seems official. Let's get these out of here. Throw those in the trash. Car is stripped, ready for a cage. Gonna bring it down to Dylan Hughes so we can get going on it. Definitely one of the more interesting cars I've ever had the pleasure of taking apart on the interior. Hopefully it comes back clean and with a cage in it from Dylan. Thanks, buddy.
Now, whenever you're tightening down a flange, or a head or any sort of mating surface for that matter, should always work from the inside out. So I'm starting on the center cylinder, tighten that up, and then you slowly work your way out so that the flange can, you know, press out flat. Because if you work your way in, it can bind up. So you always want to work out to the edges.
Where's the drive shaft?
Oh, lean up against the wall there. Nah, see, I just had to get rid of Tuerck. It's just on there.
Come in, you son of a.
So this is a Fast Intentions high flow cat, replaces the stock cats, and keeps us smog legal, you know, because this car will most likely become a street car. I don't see why not. So I wanted to go with their bolt-on solution, which is why we did the shorty headers and not long tube headers. So we can have cats in the factory location and still be 100% street legal, man. Probably one of the nicest things that we're putting on this car is underneath it, so I don't know how it's gonna fare out there in the dirt. This is the Fast Intentions full dual exhaust. It's very clean, makes great power. It's made in the USA, full stainless. We have a MagnaFlow muffler in the middle, which brings the two pipes together. Really quiets down these VQs because they're known to be really raspy. We have the high flow cats up front to keep us street legal. And then of course, we have the two mufflers in the back. These are the new Fast Intentions Sport compact mufflers. They're 10 inches versus their typical 14. To let it get a little bit louder. We want to let it breathe, let it make some noise, and let people know that we're here. Bolt it right in, great power. After this, we have to put on the plenum spacer and get the front and back buttoned up, and we're ready for the dyno. It's a good noise, you know, it's not too loud. Oh yeah. These things can be obnoxious, like that one.
Just got to Dylan Hughes' shop. Dylan is gonna be putting a sick cage in the 25K build car. Safety first, of course. It's gonna be full harness bar. It's probably gonna be 6-point, right? Front pillars, behind the seat, and then into the trunk.
Yep, rear stays that go back into the trunk. So basically the exact same thing that we did with Chris's 350Z.
Yep, which came out sick.
Yeah, thank you. So those bend together style door bars with the big taco gussets.
Yep.
We're gonna try and stitch those A-pillars as much as we can, trying to stay within at least the Formula D rules. So in case this car needs to get repurposed or whatever, we're good with that. But yeah, we're gonna keep it high and tight and make it strong. So you'll be all good.
And you have 5 days to finish it.
5 days and counting.
Get to going, dude! On this episode's Product Spotlight, we are spotlighting the new Miller Welders Multimatic 215 welder. Chris, you've done plenty of welding. I've done the least amount here, and Dylan, you're pretty much a pro. So why don't you guys tell me how you're gonna teach me how to work this thing.
Oh, you're gonna weld this thing?
Yeah, no, you're
okay, cool.
You guys are gonna teach me.
I'm out of a
Give
job, man.
him the deets and he's going in. The Multimatic 215 is a powerful inverter-based, very portable unit that is also a multi-process setup. It can do MIG, TIG, and stick, and it can even MIG weld aluminum with a Spoolmate 150 attachment.
All right, so one of the coolest things about this welder that I really like is just the size of it. It's really small, and one of the other cool things is that it can take any sort of power you can throw at it, 120 or 240, which is really cool. So if you're at the track, you can plug it right into a generator, or if you're at a shop that has proper power, you can plug it right into the wall and get all the power that you need. Another cool thing about it is that this thing can TIG weld steel, which is really cool. It's the only MIG welder I've ever seen that can do that. Just a minute ago was the first time I've ever used it, and it works absolutely amazing. It seems like the puddle really wets into the tube very nicely. Compared to some of the other welders that I've used, so that's a definite plus as well. I can't wait to try out the TIG function on it.
The other cool thing is it's got this little auto set, so guys like me know how to set this thing up, because that's where I always fall short. Just scroll it right through the different thicknesses, and it tells you how to do it. Boom.
There it is.
K1 Speed, Rap Legends threw together this awesome event where we come out and we're gonna slide these cars around.
Drift carts, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna be drifting.
I haven't done this since New Zealand.
Yeah.
Plastic carts.
Plastic carts, dude. Yeah, that was a good time. So we'll see how these carts hold up, but either way, I'm glad to be racing some cars off the track, off the main track.
Yeah.
This is a fun track.
This is practice for FD Texas.
Yeah, that's
Next week?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah, we're gonna get warmed up.
All right, let's do it.
Just got the car back from Dylan Hughes, who put the custom roll cage in this car. Thinking about doing a bolt-in cage, but we had some money in the budget to be able to do a legit roll cage, so obviously we went with the right way to do it for sure. Dylan knocked it out of the park. This thing came out phenomenal. Nice 6-point cage, all nicely MIG welded. It is the closest, tightest cage I've ever seen to some of the pillars on the car. Door bars came out great, can still shut the doors, still plenty of room. We're gonna have in between the racing seats and the door bars, so that's all good. Height-wise, it's perfect. The cage is so tight to some of the pillars, he tied the cage bars, welds right into the chassis. I've never actually seen that done before. Everybody usually does the gussets. Gives you a little bit more vision room out the windshield. He did a great job. I'm stoked on it. So next steps, paint the cage first, then do the interior, and then start doing the race seats and harnesses and making this thing look like a car, getting it ready to get tuned.
Happy birthday, dog. Thank you so much. So, we got you off guard, right? We threw a little surprise party for Jared.
When I was crying, that was all.
That was just dust in the eye from 4th Street,
I'm
right?
not crying, you're
Like,
crying. Unreal. I'm completely blown away. Honestly,
Yeah.
like Mark and Rob earlier went to bars, we partied hard, and then I come around the corner and I see like the shirts, and I'm like, I saw you, and I saw Taylor, and I was like, woo, glasses on. Like,
I saw you both. I was like, I know what that is. That's the shades. Shades coming down. Hey, bro.
this is unreal.
Yeah.
This is unreal.
This is it, though. But yeah, Chris Reese knows how to throw a party.
We know how to party. This is
We know
our
how to
house.
throw a party. Well, we need the house. He built the house. We bring the party.
100%.
That's it. Well, we've been pretty busy, sort of. Been on the
You've been
road.
a little more busy.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
Maybe on this specifically.
Yeah.
but-
Well, last Last episode, I only really got done the roll cage, which I actually didn't do. Dylan did for me.
Dylan did it.
So yeah, I was on the road. I was barely around.
You were
holding it down at the
traveling,
shop.
dude. You were traveling.
Holding it down. So yeah, got the roll cage done, which is awesome, and primed him up, got him ready to do your roll cage. Yeah, what'd you get done last episode?
Last episode, I did the Nameless Performance header.
That's right.
Still waiting on exhaust parts to wrap that whole situation
Yeah,
up.
it's really loud.
It's really
We should
loud.
wrap that up.
Sounds like a high school kid's Honda. I got the AEM intake on there. And the last thing I did was the BC Racing coilover.
Yeah, moving on to this episode, I got my whole exhaust on. Didn't half-ass it like you.
Hey, I just didn't have the parts, bro.
But no, pulled the old exhaust off, the headers off, and the trans out, because I was gonna put a clutch in that thing.
Dude. I helped you pull the trans off.
That's right, you were there. Suckered this guy into. Well, I was looking for the strongest man around, so I needed some help getting that thing
it
down.
I don't look strong, but you know, I can hold my own.
You gotta wear the sweater to really bulk it up. Yeah, we dropped the trans out, and I found a brand new ACT clutch in there. Yeah, it looked great. It was perfect. So with the trans out, got the Z1 Motorsports headers in there. They look beautiful, tubular, 3-to-1, merge right into the factory location high flow cats from Fast Intentions, because we're keeping this baby street legal.
So do you think it's gonna sound like my car? Or
No. This thing is dead quiet compared to your car. Fast Intentions, high flow headers right into their full exhaust. It's got MagnaFlow muffler underneath, which keeps it even quieter than I'd actually like it to be. I almost want to like knock one of those mufflers out in the back. I know, yeah, full street car here. And then yeah, the true dual system all the way back to another pair of mufflers in the back. I mean, you've heard a straight pipe VQ. Yeah. There's memes
loud.
about them. They're too
loud, dude.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it was quiet, especially with the headers. Got the full exhaust on there. The clutch was already done, so we whipped that thing back together. We got the new Z1 Motorsports trans mount. Really tie that up because it was really sloppy, the factory one. Tomorrow, I'm loading this thing up on the trailer, heading up to Specialty Z to get my tune.
Really ahead of the curve here, aren't you?
I mean, you could grab that pipe on the wall and put it on your car and you'll be right behind me.
I guess what did I do this episode? I got a cage done, dude. I should barely even be in this episode because all I did was put a cage in the car.
Sent the car out of town, get the roll cage, I'll see you next time.
Sent the car down south to
going
Dylan
to
Hughes
a
for
wedding.
the cage, and then I peaced out, and then I came back and the work was done. It's great.
Oh, that's good stuff, man.
So, I guess future stuff. I need to
put that freaking exhaust on.
The exhaust. Number 1, exhaust. 2, hood, which just got painted, fenders.
Wow, it looks great.
Front bumper, headlights, tail lights. So it's gonna be
All
updated
you're
and looking
seeing
fresh.
here.
I gotta paint the roll cage, and then seat rails, brackets, seats, harnesses, steering wheel, quick release hub, and I know I'm forgetting a few things.
Yeah, well, that's a hefty list already.
tires.
Yeah. I gotta get my seats, brackets, the steering wheel, the hub, and the harnesses in as well. Like that stuff's kind of fitted, but not 100% in. That's gonna be final pieces now that the roll cage is in, done, and painted. We have the wheels, waiting on our tires, and yeah, like I said, get the tune. So the performance part will be done. We gotta spruce this thing up a little bit. But yeah, I actually do have a little bit more work to do today, so we gotta wrap this up. I gotta get the Z1 Motorsports plenum spacer on there. It's my last power adder.
You need some more torque on that thing.
It is, I know. I'm worried about keeping up with you. Well, with all that being said, there's a pretty long list of parts to add up. Yeah,
And
so we're gonna let these guys do that. I'm not worried about it. They're just gonna let us know how much we got left.
And here, and here maybe.
Yeah.
And over here.
So give us a tally.
Let us know what the tally is.
So we know how much money we got left to spend here.
Hopefully I can spend some money on some other little interior bits that I definitely don't need.
Yeah, and a bottle of nitrous.
And a bottle of nitrous.
And of course, thanks for watching BlackOut. So follow us on the next episode as we wrap these things up and get them ready to go out and
jump.
party. To jump.
And shred.
Not party, just jump. Straight
I
jumping.
gotta tune my car too. I forgot
Yeah, you
about
should do
that. Add that to the list.